It was 1813 on the planet Earth, and a lively party was underway at the Pemberton estate. To translate, this 19th century party would be to you, our present-day reader, quite a good time, actually. You could also say it would be the kind of party that Edzwoob 9002398 would throw. That's a fun reference for our readers in the 30th century. Please don't say we haven't considered you. The manor house at its centre was a large, impressive building. The walls were lined with sand-coloured bricks, lit up brilliantly by the perfectly placed lanterns on the lawn. Even the vines on the building appeared to grow in deliberate, organised patterns. Everything about the manor was designed to impress. The sounds of music and laughter roared from inside. Outside, however, there was a sense of stillness. The grounds were large and extravagant. Beautifully designed gardens fell off into the fields and forest that surrounded it. It was a balmy night, and a few guests were on the patio, enjoying the fresh air, but not daring to stray too far from the party for fear of causing a scandal. Of course, this did mean the gardens were the perfect place to go if you dreamt of being at the centre of one, or were perhaps quite talented with gossip, which Lord Barton was no stranger to. By Lord Barton standards, the party so far had been quite dull. It wasn't that he had expected the Duchess's parties to be anything but a pantomime of the latest fashion, and a hotspot for the next big engagement announcement, neither of which interested him. He had wondered if maybe one of the servant girls might rescue the night for him, but right now he had another, more pressing problem. A shadow. "Lord Barton, you are a rake, a cad! You have dishonoured my sister!" Lord Barton turned to see Lord Galpin. They had known each other since they were boys, and he had been waiting patiently for Lord Galpin to transform into a man worthy of his company. Tragically, that day had still not come. Lord Galpin's discontentment was, though, at least something fun for him to play with until a better alternative arrived. Lord Barton laughed.
"Galpin, could you remind me to which dishonouring you're referring? Was it the time in the library? The kitchen? The stables?"
To be fair, he had genuinely lost track of the number of places he had dishonoured Lord Galpin's sister. He knew for sure that they had never been together in the stables, but then he also knew how Lord Galpin cared for his horse, which would make the idea sting a bit more. "You will marry her, sir!" Lord Galpin cried, shocked and disgusted. This was the problem with Galpin, thought Barton. He was so earnest, no fun at all. Furthermore, how could it be his fault that the man's sister had fallen so deeply in love with him? Lord Barton had always known his looks were powerful, but his peers didn't appreciate the struggle he had. It wasn't easy looking like an Adonis, so people often got carried away.
"I will do no such thing, Galpin," Barton said. "Now I am awfully bored of your shouting, and I'm missing quite a good party. So if you want to challenge me to a duel, then please, sir, do. However," he took a step towards Lord Galpin, towering over him, "may I remind you, I am a superior shot. And my friend, is your sister's virtue really worth your life?"
That had done it. Barton waited for the expected feeble apology and swift exit. Then Lord Galpin's expression abruptly changed. He was no longer afraid and looked bafflingly impressed. Lord Galpin smiled. "Wow, you really are wonderfully bad, aren't you?" He continued towards Lord Barton, thrilled. "You gamble? Have affairs? You're an absolute snake. Meanwhile, I'm all noble and serious." The whole demeanour of Lord Galpin was unsettling. He was no longer the fidgety, upright, worried man Lord Barton had been facing before. Instead, he was suddenly relaxed, confident. He seemed like a completely different person. "Look at me. I'm so dull," Lord Galpin said, flicking the lapels of his jacket. "Why be this man when I'd rather be you?" Before Lord Barton could react, Lord Galpin's hands shot out and grabbed both of his shoulders. His grip was incredibly tight. Lord Barton struggled and tried to break free, but this was no ordinary fight, and Lord Galpin was no ordinary man.